What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Action Pack Sunday. This week, I'm transitioning away from the B action movies, so I'm going to transition more into like the martial arts films. Yeah, might as well shake it up a little. Martial arts movies, with guys like Jackie Chan, Jet Li, and people that like. Which brings me to today's movie. I'm reviewing Battle Creek Brawl from 1980, which stars Jackie Chan. And an interesting note is that this movie was Chan's debut in the American market, or American debut, and it makes for some interesting things. So the plot of this movie is really interesting. So it's set in 1930s Chicago. Chan plays a Chinese immigrant who works for his father, who runs a Chinese food place, like a restaurant. And essentially, somehow he rubs shoulders with the mafia. Gee, I wonder where the inspiration for that comes from. And essentially, just it escalates eventually to a climactic brawl called the Battle Creek Brawl, an event that takes place in Texas. Yeah, Chicago to Texas. Gee. Man, it's like one weird odyssey kind of thing, if you think about that. And yeah, that just goes to show what kind of movie we're dealing here. Believe it or not, I'm going to say this right now. This was not exactly Chan's strongest performance. The action was there, the story was there, but I felt like Chan was not used to this movie. It's like the differences are like night and day. Like, if you want to compare this to like the police story movies, the police story movies were great. This is nothing like that. It's like two different, you're like watching two different movies. Well, obviously, because Police Story was filmed in Hong Kong, it was a Hong Kong made movie. This is an American movie, but used a crew that used to work on Enter the Dragon. So, which is also another interesting tidbit. So yeah, it's like. It has it, but it doesn't have it, kind of thing. So it's like Chan's a little bit out of his element, but yeah, the action's still good, but not great. So that's what the one thing that I will like about the movie. There are some shining moments of this movie, including, get this, Lenny Montana makes an appearance. Yeah, so yeah, Luca Brasi from The Godfather makes an appearance here. But of course, yeah, it's a mafia movie. Gee, I wonder why. I feel like, damn, that's a good way to typecast people. So. Yeah, but to be perfectly honest, if you didn't know this, was that Wayne Montana was a pro wrestler, so it kind of fits into the whole feel of Battle Creek Brawl, which essentially, you got people have different fighting styles, combat styles, martial arts, wrestling, and kickboxing, all that good stuff. But here's another interesting thing. Around this time in the 30s, the only combat sports you had was boxing and prize fighter wrestling. Yeah, back when it comes to wrestling, you had guys like George Hackenschmidt and Ed the Strangler Lewis and kind of thing. So yeah, it kind of fits in this whole mold. So that's the whole purpose when it comes to Battle Creek, which is probably the coolest thing about this movie, is this giant fight that happens. And he fights this guy, I forget his name, but he is played by a pro wrestler. But his gimmick is that this guy is called the Kiss of Death. Like, after he beats his opponent, he just kind of gives him the Kiss of Death. I was like, Jesus, that's kind of scary if you kind of think about it. But of course, I know, a little homoerotic. I'm like, nah, it's just the way how he likes to get in the mind of his opponents kind of thing. But yeah, I really liked that. But it's not exactly the strongest thing. And I heard that Chan himself actually clashed with the director Robert Klaus on a few things. So yeah, it really shows. And believe it or not, this movie flopped. It only made $8 million at the box office. So yeah, for Chan's eventual American debut, it really wasn't that good. But there are some shining moments in this movie. But will I go out of my way to watch it? If you want to, you could. It's his earliest American movie, but if you want to watch his other stuff, I'd say go watch that. Drunken Master, the police story movies, all that. This is nothing compared to them. So, in the terms of playability, pardon me there, it's kind of low, but it does have some entertainment value. And if you just want to see Chan just kick some ass, it's definitely well worth it. So. Yeah, not much else I can say. If you want to find this movie, go check it out. It came on the Jackie Chan 8 film set, which also features both Police Story 1 and Police Story 2, as well as City Hunter, and a movie called The Protector, which I will get to reviewing sometime in the near future. So, yeah, if I had to give this movie a rating, I'm going to give Battle Creek Brawl maybe a 4 out of 10. It's, like I said, it's not the strongest performance for Chan. The action's still there. Plot, I'd say it's interesting. It's a little misconstrued, but it's an entertaining movie nonetheless. But yeah, like if you want to see Chan like break out of this mold, and see him become like a big major star, like watch all his other works. All right, so that does for today. Let me know what you think. Thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for some more awesome videos.